The Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by EdgeBoost, the bank account built for bettors. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN and get a free Refs or Terrorists t-shirt. Claim your shirt at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/refs. We're also brought to you by Naira Bets. Get your $25 free bet for the Belmont by going to nyrabets.com/SGPN25, promo code SGPN25. The Stanley Cup final is here, and the Hockey Gambling Podcast is giving away a NHL jersey and $200 in SGPN gift cards. Enter for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Stanley Cup.
Are you ready?
Welcome back in. It's hump day. We are talking, you guys love when we talk sports other than the NFL. You complain all the time. So guess what? We're going to do that. Britton is going to join us from the Sports Gambling Podcast fam. We're going to talk some NBA finals, some UFC, maybe a little sexy dogs. And then, of course, our very loud and awesome friend Colby is going to join us. We'll talk a little bit about the MLB, what's going on over there. Some weird, why the Midwest is one of the weirdest areas in the entire country, maybe this world, and the NFC North. But first, without further ado, Britton Hess joins us at Britton Hess on X. Just Win Sports Podcast. You do MMA, tennis, the Daily Dog on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Welcome. Hi, you do it all.
Yeah, no, very busy sports schedule, covering all sports. It kills me. Time flies because there's so much on, especially with baseball going on right now. Like, for the next few months, it's like, morning till night, games nonstop.
Yeah, honestly, I give people that do MLB so much credit because it is a lot of energy that you have to give into it.
Absolutely, especially when you're playing props like on Daily Dog. Every day I've got
Yes.
I don't know, half dozen or more MLB props I'm going through, and days like today where literally every team is in action. It's a lot of data to go through, that's for sure.
Is it, so do you do a lot of not sleeping? Like, is it a lot of prep the night before, obviously?
So for a while there, I was releasing the show, like mid-morning. And so I would do my other show, Just Win Sports, then Daily Dog, and then kind of be able to watch throughout the afternoon. But now I've switched back to recording the next days the night before. So like now it's late night, early morning for the foreseeable future, which is kind of rough. But you know what? I think it's a better listening experience for the audience.
There you go. That's what we do it for. Before we talk about the NBA finals, the Knicks decided to fire Thibs. Do you have any thoughts on this move here?
I guess they need to try something, but like he didn't really construct that team. They bring in Karl Anthony Towns, who's, Jag, just another guy, in my opinion. Like, obviously he's good. You want him on your team, but it's not like, it's not like you have two superstars out there. Jalen Brunson is a star. Karl Anthony Towns, he could be a second scorer. Like, that's what he is, but like you need more support around him, or he'd be an amazing third guy. I know that a lot of people disagree with that. Cat's a super hype player. You love a big, tall guy who can shoot threes and all that stuff, but no, it's just the roster's not there. They're not good defensively. So, I get he was kind of complaining in some of the games about we scored enough points. The defense wasn't there, but just, that's not how this team is built. So it is what it is. And, hopefully he'll find a spot, I'm sure. And, sorry for the Knicks fans. I know they thought this was their year. I never really saw it, but, maybe it'll be another million. I think the 70s is the last time they won. So, we'll see when they get back in the finals.
Yeah. What does their future look like next year? Does it not, is there a path to them getting to a similar spot, or are they kind of, a little SOL here?
So they've got Jalen Brunson, who, when Luka Doncic was, in Dallas, it felt like he was putting the team on his back and was able to carry them to conference finals and more in his final full year there. Maybe Brunson can do that and he's enough, but I feel like they really do just need to reevaluate the roster and just try to bring in some more bodies and, some guys that actually can play some defense, because Brunson, you don't want to let him go. You want him to retire and Nick and build around him. And they can be very good with him. He's one of the best players in the league, but it's just the guys around him. It doesn't necessarily work when it comes to, going on deep playoff runs.
Yeah. So we have the finals have arrived here. The Thunder, we've got the Pacers. A lot of the talk right now is that Thunder is going to win, and there's a lot of blowout potential here. When you look at this series and what's approaching, did you play any of these series markets? The Pacers seem to be written off as kind of dead on arrival by a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. So then the line today, 9.5-point home favorites, unless it's changed in the last 20 or so minutes. But
That's
no,
what I
nine and a
saw.
half. Yeah, 9.5 most places for the Thunder at home. I looked into this a little bit. Historically, home favorites in the playoffs in the last like 202 games are 111, 89, and 2, so 55.5% ATS. And in game ones, they are 39, 26, and 0.
Mhm.
So 60%. So like the numbers say, oh yeah, you've got a good shot at winning if you lay it with the Thunder. I just think this Pacers team has been written off since the beginning, and nobody expected them to even really be here. So I don't really want to fade them, yet. I want to see some games play out in this series before I get involved from a side perspective. But there are
Yeah.
some props I like series long
Okay.
and in game one.
Yeah. Let me know what the series ones, because I think the series markets are interesting, and they're kind of a fun, unique thing that you can play here when it comes to the NBA.
Yeah, so there is a series and underdog entry that I gave out on the show a couple days ago. The numbers are still the same there, although at
Okay.
Sportsbook some of these numbers have moved, but they haven't moved on underdog yet, so you could get a little value. I played
Yeah.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander under 33.5 points per game for the whole series.
Oh,
Obviously, if he has like a massive 50, 60-point game or something in here, then you're kind of screwed. But
great.
I think that like a lot of these games, he's right around 30 to 34 points.
Yeah.
Playoffs are, a high stake NBA finals. I think that he could be tighten up a little bit, have some more games, maybe in the 20s than what we've seen in past games. And also, he went over 33.5 points in 3 of the games against against the Timberwolves. I think it was only 2 of the games against the Nuggets. So it's not like he has been, crushing this number every single day. That's his number for tonight. I actually like under 33.5 for tonight for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I like under
Okay.
33.5 point per game for the series.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are gonna immediately go to take the overs with him, but I would imagine the other side is gonna try to take him out of the game a little bit. Like that's kind of has to be a little bit of the mentality there. So it's gonna open things up for some of these other guys on that team.
Yeah, and that's why I think that the series, I do like if I had to bet it, which I haven't bet it yet, so I'm not gonna try to lead you on. But I would say that the Thunder probably win this thing in 5 games.
Okay.
But at the same time, like if it goes 6 games, 7 games, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, that's crazy, because this Pacers team has just been tough every step of the way. But I
Mhm.
will say the role players and the depth of the Thunder is what is the differentiator. So I think that Shea can stay under 33.5 points per game. You could average 30 points a game, and no one's going to say he had a bad finals. They could still win this thing in 5 games. So his usage rate is very high. It's much higher. It's like around 30%, much higher than
Yeah.
any one player on the Pacers. But at the end of the day, I just think that 33.5 for a whole series is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there at all. Looking at the total for this game, it's 231 and a half. Where are you leaning? I kind of went another direction. I kind of like taking the Thunder team total over 120 and a half. They're scoring 123.3 points at home. They love to score. It's kind of just the identity of this team. Pacers allowing the most free throws in the playoffs. Last meeting, they dropped like 132 on their heads here. So I think for Thunder, if they get up fast and they come out fast, I think that's where we can see the Pacers kind of fall behind. But I think I just lean to the team total there.
Yeah, I'd like the team total there more than the game total, just because game one, it's this is like the playoffs are the second season, but the finals are like just a whole nother thing. So I
Yeah,
don't know if the Pacers are going to be able to gel offensively on the road in OKC.
right.
Obviously they're going to be going crazy first finals for the Thunder
Mhm.
in Oklahoma City. They're going to, or with this roster, they're yeah, I don't know. I want to just like my instinct is like the sharp side is the under
Yeah,
an NBA
yeah,
Finals game, but at the same time, like both these teams do love to score. You mentioned it. It's not like the Thunder go on too many droughts. So
right.
the team total over definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Is what props are you looking at? I know you do the daily jogs here. Like, is there any props that really stood out to you? Because like we were saying, I think if SGA with his lines being the way they are, it kind of leaves some opportunities for some other guys on that team here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that it's committee. So like I said, I like under 33.5 for Shea tonight. That would probably lean to like Chet or, Jalen Williams having, going their point over. But again, I'm kind of like, instead of playing one of those individually, I'm just saying Shea under, and then, those guys can get there, or some random guy, it's off the bench could have a big game. But at the end of the day, like, again, I just think it's under. I do like Haliburton over 17.5 in game one, though, just because he's been such a stud all postseason. He's the face of this franchise, superstar in the league or in the making. I think he was called like the most overrated player not long ago, but he is definitely answering that bell, because he's been so amazing in the postseason. And 17.5 is very low for a guy who can get hot from three and, basically get there with 3-pointers alone.
Yeah, and he seems to be a popular unders play. I think I can get there with the assist, the under 9.5. I can see that. We saw OKC kind of limit and some other guys in the previous playoff series, but I'm not like sitting there wanting to take a ton of under as far as it comes to Hallie.
No, I mean, just the shots he's made, how could he not be like the most confident guy, in the NBA right now? Like, I mean, some of the clutch shots he's made and the big moments he's had in this postseason. I'm not looking to fade him. I know that you can look at some numbers and say, oh yeah, like you brought it up, like Ant was slowed down tremendously. Yeah. But at the same time, it's a different team composition for the Pacers. You can't necessarily give him that much attention just because Siakam. I mean, I didn't even talk about this yet. On that underdog season entry where I have Shea under 33.5 points per game per series, I have Siakam over 19.5. He didn't come to Toronto to, bust out in the finals. He's going to be playing hard. I think that he's going to have a pretty big series regardless of how this thing ends up. So, I think Siakam is going to be playing well throughout the series. Like I said, I just have the series long over 19.5 average points per game for him. But game one, I do like Haliburton over 17.5 points.
I like that quite a bit. Anything else for game one or, plays for the finals that you want to get out before we kind of move on here?
So just, some of my friends, some of my listeners on Just Win Sports been sending me, like futures tickets and stuff. And there a lot of people are throwing in OKC minus 2.5 games like it's a free square, like in futures parlays, like, people tying it in with NFL divisions and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't necessarily see that. I mean, this Pacers team is not a joke. They've been
got to the finals.
Yeah, they've been undervalued the whole way through. So again, it could be a dominant OKC or quote unquote dominant 6-2 win, and you lose that minus 2.5 at minus 140. It just feels like, when there's going to be games played in Indiana, that crowd is going to be crazy. They're obsessed with basketball at all levels in Indiana. I just don't think it's necessarily going to be so simple for this team to sweep or split in Indiana. So I think that, I've said it, I think they win in 5 games, but I'm not, just tying it to every parlay I can make, minus 2.5 games, because I don't think it could be that easy. If it is, good for OKC, but I'm not ready to commit to that.
Yeah, it seems a lot of sweep talk going on, and I'm not there quite yet. Some other things are game one that I looked at. I looked at Neesmith's threes, looked at Chet's threes. His was 2+ plus 120. I also like Chet's over 2.5 steals and a blocks. And then Nemhard's assists were the ones that kind of stood out to me there. Any thoughts on any of those?
No, I mean, I don't think that those are bad at all. I also got to say, a stat that I was looking at that was a little bit surprising to me, because we know that, Siakam has had, a pretty good postseason, but the leader in usage rate for the Pacers in the postseason is actually Benedict Mathurin, 24%, which it's not crazy. Like I said, Shea is like at 30% for OKC. Yeah. But people don't necessarily think of Mathurin as like the face of this team or a guy that's getting a bunch of shots off, at least on a consistent basis. But if you look at, just look beyond the headlines and look at who they're talking about on First Take in the morning, Benedict Mathurin's a guy you can probably look at. Again, I want to see first game, see how this plays out a little bit. Right. But he's a guy I'm going to be targeting throughout the postseason or throughout the finals as it progresses.
Yeah, he's been someone actually, I feel like all season that you can catch some nice lines on him every once in a while. Seems like he flies under the radar here. Before we move on to some UFC, first time talking about UFC on the program, I'm going to tell everyone about Edge Boost. Edge Boost is the first ever bank account built for bettors, ensuring all gambling transactions are approved. No usage fees, no minimums. Earn cash back rewards. 100% approval for all betting deposits. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN. And if you sign up this week, you'll get a free Refs or Terrorists t-shirt, which I don't know why you wouldn't want one. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/refs to claim your free shirt. Time for my bonus underdog pick'em. Underdog is going long for the NBA Finals with their extender bonus hopping game 1. And the longer the series goes, the bigger the bonus gets. I am not going to give you a pick'em entry for the NBA Finals, but tomorrow the weekend starts. We have golf coming on. Changing it up from Monday's slip that I gave out to you guys. Took Pendrith out because he seems to be getting a little bit too much steam. Went with finishing position better than 20, Sam Burns, the big Eric Cole, and that'll get you 10.99x your money. So sign up with Smalls to claim your special pick and first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdogfantasy.com. Promo code Smalls, 2 L's. Bet the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga with Naira Bets. Sign up today using promo code SGPN25 and get a $25 free bet plus a $200 deposit match bonus. Whether you're a seasoned bettor or just getting started, Naira Bets makes it easy to jump into the action. This exclusive offer is just for the Belmont Stakes, so don't wait. Join now and claim your free $25 Belmont bet today at nairabets.com/SGPN. Saratoga is a blast. Have you ever been to Saratoga?
I have not, but I would love to. I love the big races and then putting in superfectas and pick threes, pick four, all that stuff. I don't follow horse racing on a day-to-day basis or weekly basis, but the big races, it's always fun to hit something.
Yeah, absolutely. They're fun to go to. The atmosphere is always a blast at horse races. It's something I enjoy going to more than just betting on here. So UFC, first time. So first time we're talking about UFC on the program. What is coming up soon? What's like the summer preview? How do you go about handicapping this? This is like your bread and butter, right?
Yeah. So UFC 316, a big pay-per-view this weekend. I'm going to be at a bachelor party during this. So we're going to be watching it and, hopefully I can remember the fights. But
yes,
I will on Saturday morning on vsin.com. I'll have my big article up that's like 8 to 10 pages every week on the UFC fight card. When you got a pay-per-view like this, I usually go a little bit deeper. The main event is Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, the rematch where Merab won the first fight at UFC Noche at the Sphere a year ago, or a little less than a year ago, where he just took Sean O'Malley down on demand. Sean O'Malley has made some changes to his life for this one. I don't know if you heard the headlines. He quit smoking pot. He's got off social media. He's really trying to be all focused. Personally, I think that quitting pot isn't necessarily going to make you good at defending takedowns, but we'll see.
I don't know that sometimes they make these changes, and I don't know that it actually we see much of a change. But yes, okay, go ahead.
So I can put my conspiracy hat on though to make this fun. That minus 285 Merab at DraftKings right now, and then O'Malley's plus 230 on the other side. We know Merab won the first fight. You know what sells good? A trilogy. So if Sean O'Malley were to win and get that trilogy going, then they'll both sell a ton of pay-per-views to fight one more time. I don't think, again, I don't think the sport's fixed or anything like that, but I know that a lot of the fans do. So got to bring it up. The thing is, O'Malley has punching power that can knock anyone out. The problem is Merab has a good chin, and he has just been the machine in there. I mean, that's his nickname, the machine. He never runs out of gas. He was an underdog in his last title defense, and it wasn't even close. So right now, I don't have a bet on the main event yet, but I do look at Merab to probably get it done. However, if you want to put the tinfoil hat on and say, oh, they're going to try to sell a trilogy, so Sean O'Malley's going to find a KO. Or if you think that he can actually defend takedowns this time and he's going to land those strikes that, he's so famous for, he's definitely been on the right end of some controversial decisions in the past. Okay. So, there is potential there. However, there is a lot of other action I do already have locked in for this fight card.
Love it. Let's hear it. Tell me what else you got.
So co-main event is the women's bantamweight championship. Juliana Pena is trying to defend her title against Kayla Harrison. Juliana Pena is a plus 525 underdog, and she's the champion. But Kayla Harrison obviously is an ex-judo, Olympian, PFL champion, and this is at 135 pounds. Harrison was a champion in PFL at 155 pounds. So this is like, she is massive for this weight class. My friend Reed Kuhn at Fightnomics on Twitter, he pointed out this stat. Juliana Pena's takedown defense rate is 23% for her career. Average is 60%. Kayla Harrison just wants to take you down, and I think she's going to be able to do it. She's super strong. I actually like Kayla Harrison to win this inside the distance. The best you can find is about minus 150 right now. A little juicy, but I think it's worth it because I think this fight's going to take place exactly where she wants it to.
Gosh, I don't think there's anything more badass than being a female fighter. Like, I really do fully believe that is one of the most badass things ever in the entire existence of everything.
Yeah, no, it is. It takes a special type of person, man, woman, or whoever, to actually get in there and swing with those small gloves. It's insane. I mean, I can't imagine actually doing that. And then the risks are so high. I mean, you get knocked out, don't wake up, don't know what happened. But there is this. So this whole card, I know you mentioned something about dogs earlier. This whole card is very chalky. The closest line is with the favorite minus 142 and the dog plus 120. Basically, everything else is the favorites like north of minus 250 or higher. It's a very chalky card because on these pay-per-views, they want excitement, and excitement is finishes. So they don't necessarily they make matches where the favorite should be dominating. So I do have a couple parlays that are a little bit chalky, and there's one underdog that I've isolated so far. But I like a parlay with Kong Wong, Azamat Mirzakhanov, and Joe Piper, Josh Van. That's minus 101. Those are all really big favorites. Kong Wong against Ariana Lipski, two more female fighters. Lipski is, she's mostly a stand-up fighter these days. She's going to get outstruck by Wong. Her defense isn't as good, and she's not as active or as accurate as, the former kickboxing champion Kong Wong. Azamat Mirzakhanov is fighting against Bredson Ribeiro, who's a high-paced, try-to-finish guy, but he's just not as technical, not as powerful as Mirzakhanov. So that should be done pretty quick. Joe Piper against the corpse of Kelvin Gastelum, who was once one of the brightest stars in the UFC, and he just has ruined his whole career. And then Josh Van against Bruno Silva. Josh Van has way better hands, way better pace, just a way higher ceiling than Bruno Silva. So all those guys, huge, huge favorites. Minus 101 is the parlay I like there.
Ooh, love it. Is there like a up and coming fighter that we should keep an eye on as like the summer starts in the next couple months? Or
so Josh Van is like 23 years old. He's 6-1 in the UFC already. If he gets a quick finish here and doesn't take any damage, he could be fighting again very soon. And he's on the short list to be a title, get a title shot before this year's even over. If he can, get a quick win here and then maybe another one in the summer, maybe by late fall, early winter next year, he could be fighting for a title shot. Obviously, a lot of stuff needs to shake out. There's a lot of other fighters in the rankings that, the things need to go his way. But he's a guy to keep an eye on, definitely.
Awesome. We do this segment sometimes, and I don't know if producer Ryan warned you about it, because sometimes it catches people off guard, where I ask you as like the expert of the one sport to compare, in this case, fighters as NFL players. Do you think you would be interested in doing that with me?
Yeah, no, I can do that. I would say
it's a little intense, and you can take a second to think about it. You forgot to warn you. I'm like, it really puts people on the spot. You follow NFL, I would assume.
Oh, yes.
Yes, of course. What's your fandom?
Steelers.
Yeah, very nice. A lot of my friends here are Steelers. Wait, how do you feel about the Steelers this season, actually?
We'll see. I think Pickens being replaced by DK Metcalf is maybe a net gain because, Pickens was going crazy. And we just don't know who's going to throw him the ball yet. So that is the big question. But Caleb Johnson should be a good fit in the running back room.
I agree.
Najee Harris, great guy, but like he just didn't have the vision to be the Steelers running back. He would, people would always call him slow, and it would really get under my skin. So I'm like, he's actually not slow; he's just indecisive.
It's not the slowness. It's that used to drive me crazy. I think he's definitely for some reason gets like way more hate than he should. He gets over 1,000 rushing yards every single year with ease, and it's people talk about him like he's a 500-yard rusher. It's not the case. I think it'll be interesting to see what he does on a new team, and I think Caleb Johnson too. This is a guy like for fantasy players, dynasty players, people are kind of overlooking his ability to kind of step in here and pick up whatever slack is going to be missing without Najee.
Yeah, so he's the guy that every defense knew Iowa was going to hand him the ball a ton, and he was able to find yards.
Mhm.
Najee was pretty. The worst thing about him was that like in situations where the other team knew the Steelers were going to run the ball, Najee just did not know how to get the tough 2 yards. Like
Yeah.
like he just didn't know how to like lower his head and dive into the pile and push. So Caleb Johnson would definitely help with that. Obviously, I mean, like the athletic profile, Najee Harris probably a little bit higher,
Yeah.
a little bit more,
Mhm.
at a little bit more, I guess, diversity in his skill set. But I think Caleb Johnson's going to fit just fine. The Steelers, as long as I've been watching them, have been able to find production with running
Yeah.
backs of all types. So if their willingness is there, then, or Johnson's willingness to take on contact and get the hard yards is going to, I think, endear Steelers fans very quickly.
Really, they just need to figure out what's going on at quarterback, and then we can start having more conversations. But that's
Yeah.
really that's what's holding things back right now. Do you think they get over the 8.5 win total?
I mean, they do every year,
I
like
know.
last year I was on an island and everyone's like, oh, this is the year they don't do it. This is the year they don't do it. And I'm like, why not? They have a winning record in their division every year. And it's one of the toughest
Mhm.
divisions in the NFL. People seem to overlook that. I mean, one of these years, they're not going to have a winning record. Or they're not going to be 500 and everyone's going to be like, oh, see, told you. And I'm like, you've been saying that for 5 years that this is the year
It's
that's
the
not
same
going
with
to
Mike
happen.
Evans and his 1,000 receiving yards. It's going to
Yeah.
happen one of these years, and then everyone's going to, victory lap it like they haven't been on it every single year.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Like, oh, cool. You went 1-4 on this
Yeah.
prediction. Great job.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you. Well, let's just do like 3. We will do 3 fighters, 3 players for you to compare to UFC fighters. I'll make it easy since producer Ryan didn't warn you. How about we start with Aaron Rodgers? Who's the Aaron Rodgers of the UFC? He's a hard one
Oh,
now.
I mean, to say, I was like BJ Penn, who recently got the cops called on him by his mom because he's got
Oh,
brain damage.
amazing.
I mean, maybe
Amazing.
some of the decision making or some of the stuff. No, that might not be fully fair, but BJ Penn is at the top of mind because he's in headlines once again. But BJ Penn held on to his career a little bit too long, and that's when he
Let's
took
do
all
it.
the damage, and that's where he is now. And it seems like
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers holding on to the limelight a little too long.
A little bit. And we see these guys, I don't know what it is, like they just don't know how to take a knee, and then it gets brutal to watch like those last years, like the last year of Drew Brees and Matt Ryan, and even like Big Ben. It was starting to get a little sad there as well, and you just want to see them go out, like take your legacy and go. Like we love you guys, it's been fun to watch you. We don't need to hang on, like it's about time to close the door. Okay, who would be the Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott, pretty, just a guy that I would say like Benil Dariush, who's just a guy who keeps his head down, does the work, is better than average. Probably not going to win a title anytime soon, but does his job every day. Very professional, and he does have some highlights. Has a lot of wins over the course of his career, but no title shots, no title belts.
Yes, very Cowboys-esque here. Okay, last one will be Josh Allen. This should be probably a little bit easier than some of the other ones.
Josh Allen. Okay, so super. Honestly, I'll say Dricus Du Plessis, the current middleweight champion, who is just super tough, super aggressive. Puts it all on the line. Will take some damage, but at the end of the day, he's going to run into that wall again and again and again until he gets the win, and that's why he's the champion, because he was able to adapt, got better throughout the course of his career. I mean, early on in his career, I was fading him all the time because I just didn't see it. I was like, this guy, he seems like he doesn't have good cardio. It seems like he doesn't have good technique. But at the end of the day, it was effective. And we know Josh Allen came out raw. Josh Allen, had a huge jump from like his first 2 seasons till after. Dricus Du Plessis and Josh Allen. That's my comp off the top of my head.
Absolutely love it. I know that's kind of hard, and it puts you a little bit on the spot here, and I feel like guest hated, but there we are. You got through it. Let everyone know where they can find you. You were fantastic. We'll have to get you back on again soon. Let people know where they can find your work, the Daily Dog, every single day. What's going on with you?
So I appreciate the compliment. Like last time I came on a show when I had this much caffeine right before it, one of the hosts texted me afterward because I disagreed with him on a bet, and he was like, "I'll take your action." So I'm happy that I didn't offend you, and you're happy with my take. But also, we also didn't have any too strong disagreements on here. But you can find me at Britton Hess on Twitter or X, Britton HESS, or on Blue Sky or on Threads. I cross post all my UFC stuff on all those. Just Win Sports, 7 days a week, sports betting podcast, just our bets, me and Amal Shah every day. Daily Dog, Monday through Friday, underdog fantasy entries every single day of the week. And I usually have like 6 to 14 entries a day. So there's a lot of volume in my world.
Amazing. Makes it easy for people. You were absolutely lovely. One of my favorite guests I've had on. So I'll let you go on that and we'll have to get you back on soon.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Circa this, circa that. Why have you guys not entered the Circa Ultimate Fantasy Football giveaway? If you have not seen my video on the top 11 reasons, I forgot to say top 11 reasons why I love Circa, you should go check it out. And you should go enter to get a VIP experience for a 12-person league. Get to draft in Vegas, get treated like absolute studs. You'll get a limo ride from the airport, a $5,000 tab for Stadium Swim, the Mecca, and a hotel stay for you and your 11 league mates. You can always get 15% off at the Circa properties with promo code SGP15. Enter the Ultimate Fantasy Football Contest for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa. You've heard us talk about Rhythm before, and they just dropped a game-changing feature called Power Trend. Sometimes you just want to place a bet. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to go with your gut, and you just want to find some action. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a high ROI. Think a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and when probability hit a certain range. Power trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets. Download the Rhythm app, check out Power Trends, and start betting smarter. You know we will be. Here's a power trend that I like. TJ McConnell over 3.5 assists plus 100. Rhythm has the prediction for this to be 4.3, has a 51.4% win probability, hits 62% of the time, sample size 45 bets on that. Love to hear it. All the data. Go get your 7-day free trial. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Rhythm. We're brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every sport, including the NBA Finals. For the true DGens, the MyBookie money bag. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations, easy deposit, and lightning fast payouts. Here is a 72-hole match bet that I need you guys to literally go bet immediately. Use promo code SMALLS. I couldn't believe I found this. Nick Taylor over Harry Hall plus 105. Ridiculous. Tail me on that. Go bet it. Head to mybookie.ag. Promo code Stephie Smalls Show for, is it promo code Stephie Smalls Show or Smalls? One of the two. The graphic says one thing. My ad read says another. Try them out both and you will get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code Smalls or Stephie Smalls Show. One of the two has got to work. I believe our next guest is here. His name is Colby. Colby is a betting analyst. He's a friend of the show. He's my dear friend. He's a little rat, this guy. How's it going?
I guess I'm not big enough friends with you for you to just ask me yourself to come on this show. So I'm going to throw you under the bus right away. Whoops. Oops.
It's actually funny because we were texting and I texted producer Ryan. I was like, hey, see if Colby wants to come on again. Like while we were talking, then he messaged you and I was like, I don't know why I didn't just fucking ask you to come
Next
on.
time he asks me, I'm going to be like, hey, she's most likely texting me right now about stupid stuff. So hello, Smalls. I'm happy to be back. It's a beautiful day. Your niece says hello. My dog.
Oh, they grow so fast.
She has poison ivy right now.
No. What do you do for a dog with poison ivy?
Throw every cream imaginable on and hope it goes away without taking her to the vet.
How do you, the poison ivy? I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to get that in the city. That feels like illegal.
Ooh, am I in the city? Ooh.
Are you?
Ooh, maybe I'm not.
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. Okay. Freak. I don't even know. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, 2 headlines that I want to talk about with you before we get into some NFC North. We'll talk some dongs, the usual stuff here. I didn't even click it. Saquon looking to potentially retire early. Did you see this?
I did not. How are you going to get? Well, he's got the Madden curse. He's preparing for the worst. That makes sense.
That's what I mean. Are you preparing because you know? What do you mean? What does that mean? He wants to go out like Barry Sanders or something? Did anyone else in the chat see this? Or am
I didn't. I'm shocked that I didn't see that because it sounds like news that'd be everywhere. Because I saw the Madden cover all day yesterday, which I didn't need to see it that much. That's how much I saw it. And then I saw on top of that how he's got the Madden curse and the Offensive Player of the Year curse, which has been going on for the last 5 years, I believe. I saw someone else talking about that. I found it interesting. He's going to be battling a lot of bad juju. He better not go underneath any ladders. He better not find any black cats. No black cats. Make sure is it salt or pepper? If
don't
it tips
step
over,
on the crack. Don't break your mama's back.
Yep.
Yeah,
all the other ones. Yeah.
You get it. Yeah. You know what, everyone? I'm gonna let everyone in on a secret. If it doesn't go well for Saquon, you want to know why? It's because of his fucking usage last year. It actually has nothing to do with any of the curses. It has to do with he didn't open an umbrella outside. It's because they fucking abused him.
He was their everything. He was their workhorse. Those quads did not get enough work. Let me just say. That's all we talk about. Isn't it funny that the one thing the layup conversation with him is always going to be his thighs? Like, as a thigh guy, I'm happy to have this conversation. I'm the one that brought it up. But everyone's a thigh guy when it comes to football.
Football, yeah.
You a thigh girl?
Dying breed, though. I don't know if I feel like guys aren't into thighs anymore. I feel like that's trending out.
I know you're a thigh girl. Speaking of thighs, we'll talk about. You'll be telling me baseball in a second. But Jack Caglione, look at his thighs. If you're a thigh gal.
Oh, who's the one who has a dumper on him that I tweeted about the other day? But yeah, God, one of the pictures. He is rock solid on the bottom. Yeah. Those pants are not forgiving, let me tell you.
Jack Caglione had his first at bat yesterday, and I'll just say this: if I swung a leg over the fence, that's my type right there. Jack Caglione with that dump truck.
Dumpies, dumpers.
You're thinking of Cal Raleigh, I think.
Yes, it has to be. I don't
nickname the Big Dumper.
He is, Jess. If that's what I'm thinking of, he did his turnaround, whatever the fuck they do, pitching wise, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, he was a pitcher.
Oh no, it was a pitcher. Yeah, it was a pitcher.
It might have been Robbie Ray because his pants are extremely tight.
Doesn't that hurt?
It's been a while since I've had baseball pants on, but I've never had them that tight.
I never got down with like.
Yeah, David, same. We're all Team Dumpy. It's 2025.
As everyone should be. Okay, the next one was snack wraps are returning. Do we like snack wraps? Are we happy? I am happy that the snack wrap is returning.
I have takes, Steph.
Oh God, here we go.
I have takes.
Everyone sit down.
Everybody gather around. Take a seat. Get ready. If you haven't tried the new chicken tenders at McDonald's, they are terrible. They're a terrible piece of meat.
They're disgusting.
They're not the same selects as they once were. I know they're not selects now. It's not going to be the same snack wrap. You're getting crap chicken on the snack. So all my excitement, I love the snack wrap. When I was a thick kid in high school, the snack wrap was the extra add-on to my already big platter of food.
I'm so sad.
It's not gonna be a good snack wrap. The chicken's terrible. My girlfriend got sick twice from the tenders.
No.
Yeah, they're ruined in this household.
The thing was that Dave Kluge was telling, they kind of taste 3D printed.
Oh, it's like AI generated food.
The robots are taking over the world. They're fucking with our chicken.
It was literally, I bit into it and I was like, this is terrible chicken. How could they serve this?
They're ruining everything. Why do they ruin everything? Everyone has to ruin everything.
I think we're going to have to be Popeye's snack wrap people because Popeye's chicken always hits.
Okay. First of all, I tried Popeye's for the first time, and then we'll actually talk about something other than chicken. I promise everyone. I tried Popeye's for the first time, probably I would say 2 years ago, coming back from the Masters. Subtle brag. It is very good. It is very good. I'm not gonna lie, I was very ew, you eat at Popeyes, no. It's very
Smalls, you just saying that and people go to this once a week is hysterical. You know what's pretty good? The Big Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know how they kept that thing.
I've never had a McDonald's.
I don't know how McDonald's has stayed in business, but that Whopper is fantastic.
Anyways,
Or the Big Mac and the Whopper. You could say the same thing.
So welcome to the show, everyone.
Yeah,
now we will get into the NFC North. Now that we're done with our chicken talk, you are in Chicago, some realm of Chicago. I don't know where you are. You got weird when I brought up the city.
Chicago,
so I don't know where you are, to be completely honest.
Chicago.
Oh my God. Can everyone just shut the fuck up about the Bears?
Dude, so Smalls, I'm so glad we're having this conversation because I'm glad I don't work in an office anymore. I hated working in an office in Chicago and hearing Bears talk from now until now, and a year has gone by. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the Bears talk. I'm glad I don't have to hear the Bears talk, so then I can have my own opinions develop as the months go by. They should be fun. They should be fun. And by fun, I mean better than they've been the last, hopefully, 10 years.
It's hard to not be more fun than you've been because you've literally been
Correct. Now, I have a take, and it's another reason why I hate listening to Bears talk in the offseason is the only people talking about the draft and the signing free agents are teams that are bad. You only get excited about this time of the year when your team is atrocious and you're just living on nostalgia and hope. The city of Chicago lives on nostalgia. They live on the 90s Bulls. They live on 85 Bears. That's all they live on. The 2016 Cubs, they're going to be talking about that year till I die. Of course, they broke the curse. I understand the gratifications of what it was, but living in the past and being happy with that isn't good. You should be pissed that the Bears have sucked since 1985.
Yeah, but how about those 85? Are you fucking serious? It's 25.
They're just rolling them out. It'll be like a Bears convention. Here's Jim McMahon. Who cares? Who cares? Well, Jim McMahon gave Mitch Trubisky a thumbs up. Who cares? He's got one good eye. Who cares? Sid Luckman is our best quarterback in franchise history. Who cares? Who cares? I hate
now their quarterback wears nail polish. Okay.
And people are mad about that too.
I know.
Let them be whoever.
Who cares?
I love that people get mad about that. I love it. I want to paint my nails too. We'll paint in black, and I'll have it say Caleb Williams. Hopefully, I have enough fingers.
I think they should all paint their nails. I want to see Ben Johnson painting his nails. He's the favorite to be the coach of the year.
That makes sense. It makes sense. I'm honestly very curious to see how the Lions do. Was he the reason they were so good? Was he?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm buying it the way everyone is. Like, if I have to hear this, Ben Johnson's gone. We fucking know. Like, Glenn is gone too. Both gone. Yeah. Lions just lost their center. They're still the favorite to win the NFC North plus 140. They get Hutchinson back. Like, I don't even know who would be the biggest threat here in the division. Everyone's going to say Green Bay plus 240. Why are the Green Bay Packers so unbelievably boring? Like, I feel nothing when I hear the Packers anymore. Like, they have a fairly unchanged roster. They'll be good. Yeah. I have no problem. Their win total is what? 9.5 plus 100. Sure. I think they'll win 10, 11 games. They can win 12 games. Okay. I don't give a fuck for some reason. They're not winning the Super Bowl.
An easy layup answer is you wonder why everyone drinks in Wisconsin. But
their stadium is in a fucking suburb.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's honestly, I think that's cool. Like when I see the videos of like people going out of their garage and then it's right there. That's insane. Cool. That's insane to me. Cool. I don't have any ill will with the Packers as someone who's a Chicago Bears fan. I don't have that hatred. I enjoyed watching Aaron Rodgers. You know, it's really weird when you enjoy watching something that's good a product. It's fun to watch. Yeah. No offense, Bears fans.
Yeah.
I think they'll be good.
They'll be good.
Yeah, the NFC North just seems I'm anticipating the Lions taking a step back a little bit with losing a genius at the OC job. Yeah. I find it going to be mid. It'll be competitive, which will be fun. # fun. Yes. We're not going to be bored with that division.
My thing is with the Lions too. So what? They were 15-2 last year by the grace of God. I don't know how they were fine after all the injuries. Their win total is all the way down to 10.5. I don't know. I kind of like over there at plus 100, man.
That's a little stinky.
That's sketchy.
That's stinky.
That doesn't smell good.
That doesn't make me want to go run to the books and bet that though.
I think it makes me want to run. I think I'm already running.
Oh, I'm thinking about the futures. I
1.5? What do you mean? What?
That's gross. That's a big step back.
Up. What do they know?
I thought it was going to be 12.5, if we're being honest. I didn't know what the number was. I assumed it was 12.
Down. I think it opened. Producer Rai would have to look. It had to. I thought it opened more. I thought it opened 11.5, but that had to have came down a little bit.
What's the Bears? 8.5, right?
What
is the Bears 8.5?
Yeah, which like plus 110. All right. And they were 5-12. Like, why can't we just be happy with them winning 8 games this season and be excited about that? You won fucking 5 last year. Yeah, I'm not going to do it yet, but I'm optimistic for them. I like it. But you also have Ben Johnson, who I think we see Captain Zesty take a jump here. I think Caleb Williams has like a decent season. We see a jump with him. But like Ben Johnson's offense.
Time out. We need that on a t-shirt. We need that on a t-shirt. 18. It'll be the Bears logo. 18 on the back. It says Zesty.
I think we should make a nail polish brand called Captain Zesty. It feels very manly too. I would wear it. It's serving strong man. I'm being serious. I'm being so for real with you right now. I'm not even kidding you. But my issue is Ben Johnson's offenses rely so heavily on a strong run game. And like, okay, I mean, DeAndre Swift, cool.
Yeah. You know, I was really disappointed. I had a lot of high hopes that the Bears would stumble upon the guy your team drafted at the halfback position. That stud from Arizona, your favorite school, your arch rival, Arizona State.
Suck an egg.
I love Scat, and I'm so upset that he's not a Bear. So upset. Did
you see him? He was on the Amon-Ra podcast, like, and he didn't know who Brett Favre was in that throwback picture. And I was like, the rest of them fine. Like some of them I will say were like kind of hard pictures. Like it took me a second. Not knowing the Brett Favre photo is like,
which photo was it? The draft day?
Draft night when he's on the
Oh
bench.
my God.
And Baker redid it, and it's on.
Yeah,
top.
Baker.
He's like, well, that's Baker, and they're like, well, what is he copying? Like, what do you mean? How do you not? And
Smalls,
like,
you see what I'm saying? He's a Chicago Bear. He didn't know who Brett Favre was. The city would eat that up. They would be like, this is our guy.
He has fully embraced being like, he is acting Guido, and he's literally not Italian.
What is he?
I looked it up once. Someone look it up. I forget, what was it? He's not Italian though. Everyone thinks he's Italian. He's not Italian. I looked it up.
Scattaboo doesn't even sound Italian. Just because it ends in an O, it doesn't make him Italian.
Because they want to say scattaboo, like they want to say it Italian.
Scattaboo.
Yeah. Like,
hey, scattaboo. You see that scattaboo?
To make everything so dramatic. Okay, so GUN to your head. Who wins the NFC North?
Oh, the Packers. The Packers.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about it coming into this. I think it's the Packers. I don't know what to expect out of the Vikings, so.
Okay. I don't think the Vikings are. I do not believe right now the Vikings are a bad little sprinkle high noon case at plus 350 to win this division. It takes freaking one injury, the Lions to take a step back, and guess what? JJ McCarthy really doesn't have to do anything. They have one of the best rosters. KOC has had this team rolling.
He's a great coach too.
Second season
great
there,
coach.
they were like 7-10, but that was a weird year. They had wasn't that the Dob? I don't even know what the hell happened that year. They won the division his first year, lost to the Giants in the playoffs.
Yeah,
but like I think that I don't get it. Why is everyone? Listen, I don't.
They actually should probably have been what I said.
But they honestly dramatic.
It's going to be a competitive. NFC North is going to be competitive, so it's honestly anyone's.
And they have to play the NFC East, which is going to be brutal. I feel like those are going to be dog fights.
It's such a laughable division because are they good? You can never tell.
No,
are they good? Ooh, you beat up on the Bears a couple times. Ooh, you beat up on when the Lions were bad a couple times.
Yeah. The NFC North is just funny because it's like we'll blink and like all of a sudden the Packers are like 9 and like when did they win 9 games? Did I watch any of those? When did that happen? I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, win totals. You have to tell me if you're taking over under. Detroit's 10.5. Where are you going?
Yeah, over. I guess over.
All right, Packers 9.5.
Over.
I would take an alt line on that. I'm taking that baby up to 11.
They feel like 11.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what their schedule looks like, but 11 sounds like a good number.
Vikings 8.5. I mean, like
over.
Again,
Over.
I feel
over. Bears under.
Bears under. I don't know about them. All right, before we talk MLB, were you born and raised in the Midwest?
Yes.
Okay. I have some Midwest tendency.
Illinois my whole life.
That's right. We knew this. Okay, I have three things. I have 3 things about the Midwest I got to talk about with you. Actually, the first one I don't really care about. They fucking love crockpots. Amazing. I'm happy for everyone. I love that you love a crockpot. They love, like they have. When I moved here, swear to God, and I bet people in the chat that have not been to the Midwest, at parties, they actually have like quad and tri crockpots. They walk in, there's 4 things on one thing.
Smalls, where are we supposed to put the dips?
I don't know how many these people own. I own one crock pot. One crock pot. Now I have and since I've been here, now I have a dip crock pot. So it's a smaller one.
Yes.
No, these people the crock pots are another one.
I don't have a crock pot, but I definitely have wanted one for a very long time.
Dips. Holy fucking shit. These people love
dips.
You
know what they love the dips, the warm dips. They also love throwing in some frozen meatballs and putting barbecue sauce on them and getting a toothpick.
And then they love taking like ground meat and putting tater tots on them, mixing it with like mushroom. Swear to God, these people are. It cracks me up. It's actually.
No, that's a good comment. That's a really good comment.
A crock pot cookbook.
David, DM me the link.
Oh my God, Midwest, you are a precious fucking weird angel. The other one, the last one really pisses me off, but the second one gets me too. Ever since I moved here, I noticed they don't put the toilet paper on the right way. It goes over, not under. It should never be flapping like this. What is that about? Is that a normal thing?
Smalls, I've been waiting my entire life for this debate because I didn't know there was a debate.
Yes, because you're from the Midwest.
Hold on. I didn't know people had preferences on which way it goes on. I'm just grabbing it because I got nothing left and I'm throwing it on the whatever you want to call it. I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference. You can put that thing however you want on.
No.
Because I'm going to practice. You got to get the Smalls. Think about it. You got to get the muscles working. You got to go both ways, you know. You got to.
Well, are you? Oh, so you're a folder, not a crumbler.
No, I'm not a crumbler. We have to have a queen swipe, you know.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Now here we are talking poop on the Smalls show.
There's a right way to put toilet paper on. Okay. Last one, and people. Oh, the Midwesterners were so unamused when I brought this up. What is up with you guys and long car rides? No.
You got to go in depth with this one.
12 hours is too long. I'm not sitting in a car for 12 hours. These people are talking. The Pacers are talking about going back and forth to get. What the fuck are you guys talking about? That is not a car ride over. Like, and I'm gonna do it. I have a 4.5 one in the Midwest to go to a concert next weekend. I'm gonna.
That's different.
Listen, after 4, I'm done. Get me on a plane. I will meet you there. We're not going 12 hours. Are you guys sick?
Smalls, that's so funny. My girlfriend's mom yesterday literally goes, "We should go on a long trip." And they're talking about driving to like somewhere.
And do what? And someone was
like a road trip. That's so funny.
Yeah. If I don't want to I want to look at the scenery. The scenery? Have you drove?
You mean Waffle House galore?
Oh my God. What is, bro, long car rides? Like it's 2025.
I will say a car road trip hits every couple years.
Yes.
Every couple years.
A fun thing to do with the girls on going to a bachelorette. But guess what? On the way home, I want to punch my face in.
Oh my God, David, you sneaky dog. That's a 20-hour drive.
Oh my God. I did one drive from Connecticut to Florida and I still have nightmares about it. We did it in high school for spring break. No.
My dad made it from Siesta Key to our home in Illinois, an hour away from Chicago, hour south, in a day. Like, we got up at 3. He made it home by like 11, 12. I don't know how he did it. You
want to talk
I'll
about
never forget
driving.
I'll never forget that. He's like, I'm getting home.
Oh my God, these people are sick.
Like, he was having a coffee. We stopped to get coffee for him at like 10:30 at night. I'm like, this is insane. Should we just stop?
Oh my, they probably had you take over driving at some point.
I was like 14. If I had a permit, I'd be like,
old.
oh, I'd like throw me up there. It's just here. I'll have the gas and the brakes. You just hold the wheel.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Like, I'm dreading. I have to go do 4.5 hours. It'll be fun, but the way home, no thank you.
Well, how many days in between? How's the buffer? That's my biggest thing. What's the point of driving
fine
8 hours for 2 days?
Right. No, I better be staying there. We better be doing shit for a while.
Like, when we got Palmer, that made sense. We got her in Kentucky. You got to do the quick drive. It makes sense.
That's fun. That's like, okay, we're bringing our child home. That's a whole different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's got to come home to cry, and we don't get any sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's talk about MLB quick. Catch me up on MLB season. Like, I'm a 5-year-old. Biggest disappointments. Surprises.
So you want me to talk like you're 5? Or do you want me to explain it really stupidly?
No, you don't have to. All I know is these are the 2 things I know. I know that we kind of hate the Pirates because Paul Skeens is doing very well, but the Pirates fucking suck.
Yeah.
And then I think the Red Sox kind of stink, and there's something going on there that people are upset about, but I didn't look too far into it.
They've been a weird animal out the gate, the Red Sox. Yeah, the Pirates, they suck. They're in deep poop with dealing with Skeens. Is not happy. In the next couple of years, there's no reason for any Pirates fan to get excited. There's only 3. I keep saying this. There's only 3 reasons to get excited as a Pirate fan. Paul Skeens bobblehead day. Paul Skeens on the bump. Another Mac Miller bobblehead day. Those are the only 3 things to get excited for this season as a Pirates fan. As the Red Sox, as a Yankee fan, I do find enjoyment watching this Red Sox fan. The rivalry's kind of not the same as it was when I was a kid.
It's not. It was so much cooler back then.
Oh, it was so much awesome. It was so awesome.
It was like fucked up. I would go as a child to Boston, like in a Yankee stuff, and like grown men would flick me off. Like, I would literally be like,
that's wild.
Like 5 years old in like all Yankee stuff, and they're like flicking me off. What are you doing? I'm a child.
That's our culture. Yeah,
and I flick them off back.
The Red Sox, they should be better. There's drama with Rafi, with him being the DH and Alex Bregman taking his spot at third. They told him they want him to play first, and he's like, oh, I don't really want to. But he's making $300 million. Get your rear end out there, big guy. Get your rear end out there. The team should be good. Garrett Crochet's been fantastic for them coming from the White Sox. I think they're going to be really good still, despite their little bit of roughish couple weeks. They're still a very good team.
All right. Anything else I need to know about that? Was it any big surprises?
Aaron Judge is still God.
Shocking.
And he's still the teeth of the MLB. Wink.
Do you have any dong bets for me?
Oh, Smalls, we're talking about him. I have Aaron Judge to leave the yard tonight. I have Kale Rowley, the big dumper, to leave the yard tonight.
Big old dumper.
I have Shohei Ohtani to leave the yard tonight. I know everyone's probably commenting, this is the most chalkiest answers you can think of. I have a lot of data backing it. I also have free bet, and I threw it on Judge to hit 2 home runs at 13-1. Those are just astronomically high odds and a great spot to throw a free bet on. I think all those guys come through. I'm also on the Yankees team total bases at 14.5 today, going up against Luis Ortiz, who's horrible. He's horrible, Smalls. I'll talk to you like you're 3, like you asked. He's stinky. Stinks. He's not good on the road. You're in the Bronx. You got the short porch. You have all these guys with great matchups against him. And I want to fade Ortiz every time he's out on the bump because he always gives up a big at bat to one of the best teams that he faces, one of the best players. So I think Judge has a great opportunity tonight to leave the yard. And he hasn't gotten a hit in 2 games. Same with Shohei. And same with Cal Rowley, but it's only 1 game. He didn't get a hit yesterday.
You like that. But that's a good thing. I see Trevor in the chat. He is an Orioles Orioles fan. What's going on with them? This Adley Rushman's supposed to be fucking good, isn't he? So what? Why did I?
Trevor is old Yeller right now, and sadly, we have to take him out back because that team is dead. That team is dead.
I feel like you came on the show and predicted that.
They had no pitching. They got our fathers out there on the bump. They got Cade Povich tonight taking on the Mariners. Cade's gonna give up a nuke to Cal, I think, tonight. They're terrible. It's really sad because the O's are a fun team.
Yeah.
At least offensively. The only good thing they have going on right now is Jackson Holiday is everything they wanted him to be and maybe more. He's been fantastic. He's been the only highlight of the season. They're not clicking, and it's very, very disturbing for a team that just won 100 games.
Disturbing. You disturbed.
It's disturbing. It's a good. They're like they just rebuild. They just got all these young guys that all look alike, and they're clones. And now they're not panning out, and they're also not bringing in any arms. You got to bring in some arms. You can't have Charlie Morton out there.
Yeah, we're out. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Trev. All right. I don't know if you've listened when we play this game.
The Small Show, we're playing that.
Oh God. MLB nicknames from Baseball Reference. See if you can guess the player. Producer Ryan and I don't know baseball that well, so these might be very well-known fucking names.
I'm gonna feel bad if they're like stupid easy.
Dr. Sticks.
Okay, don't know who that is. Dr. Sticks?
Yeah.
Is it a current player? Are these all current players?
Fuck if I know, bro.
Oh, producer Ryan, help me out. Dr. Sticks? I'm assuming they're like a number 11 or something, and they're really good. Because I was 11 at DePaul Club Baseball.
His first name starts with T.
Smalls.
It's Tristan McKenzie.
No, that's his nickname?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible nickname for him. I'm sorry.
Okay, here's another one. This is so stupid. Bringer of Rain.
Oh, that's oh my God.
If you get any of these, I will send you $5.
Oh my God, Bringer of Rain is. Oh my God, I just heard it too.
This really makes my guess crash out because it's like I know baseball. Do you?
Oh, tell me it. I don't know it. Tell me it. I know I just heard it.
It's Josh Donaldson.
That is his nickname.
Okay. This is again another I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there in the
I like this game. Even
like this game crap. I should have had more. I deleted one because I feel like everyone knows Polar Bear. Isn't that like a well-known
That's Big
one?
Meat Pete, yeah.
Yeah, okay. String Bean Slinger.
Well, that was my nickname in college. So
was it?
Me. No.
Oh, I get it now. Right. Sick.
Tell me, I'm not. These are actually really tough. These are really tough. I don't
making them up. Like I saw one today for NBA that I actually have to pull. It is Carl Edwards Jr.
Wow.
I saw an insane one for the NBA today. Let me see if it's the one I'm thinking of. If not, then we'll just move forward.
Those are what my thing with sports nicknames is everyone gets one, but none of them click. Like it's a under 1%.
Who is naming them though? Is it?
That's what I want to know. I don't even think these players know that those are their names. Dr. Sticks, I don't think Tristan McKenzie knows that's his name. Or Tristan McKenzie, knows that's his name.
Like, what do you guys mean? Who is making this shit up? That's not even a thing. I don't know. There's some really funny ones. If you ever go to like Baseball Reference, football, basketball, whatever it is, they have.
Yeah, that is the best part about stumbling into the references and seeing the nicknames. And sometimes they have 5 of them.
What would your nickname be?
I don't think I get a nickname. I don't. It's like it's already like Mr. Mustache. It's just a play on whatever you can think of with my mustache.
Big
the tickler, the tickler,
big cold Cheds. I don't know.
Oh, not Ches.
Cheds, and you be stinky. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's all I got for that one. Okay, I have two more things, and these are random. If you're still tuned in, like, rate, subscribe, leave a comment of your favorite sports nickname. They're hilarious, some of them. Okay, would you rather? I stole this from Barstool. I didn't even listen to the video, but I liked the question for you. Would you rather get uglier or dumber?
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah.
I saw this. Uglier. Uglier.
Really?
Uglier 1000%. Smalls, I grew up as labeled the dumb kid. I can't be labeled dumb. I can't. I'd rather be the smartest guy in the room while being the ugliest. If you're not taking the brain, Smalls, we'll have to have a conversation.
I feel like I have
outside.
a lot of brain already, and if I get dumber, I would be fine by the time I died.
Smalls
I almost wore sunglasses on the show because I didn't get a lash fill, and I look like a naked mole rat. I think I would rather get dumber.
Smalls will just be able to have enough brain cells to open a high noon when she's older.
I guess.
She's like, click, and she's.
Yeah. You see me opening them with my toes or something. I don't know. I actually probably would rather get dumber. I mean, uglier. I would rather get uglier. Because at some point, there's no stopping aging. Like, you're going to look like shit at some point.
Yeah.
So I'd rather get
You just
uglier.
have to be the fun, smart grandma who's gross.
And you know what? You know what trumps everything is being funny. So
yeah.
That's all.
Trauma. Shout out. Trauma.
Hey, hell yeah. Let's do a round of applause for Trump. Okay, last thing, and then we're done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have producer Ryan's coming on, and I'll let you get out of here. Did you see how people want to beat the shit out of me over bacon packaging? Or
Smalls. That's why we were texting on Sunday or whenever Ryan hit me up. That's why we were texting.
Are people okay? So for everyone's, if you did not see my video, I said that bacon packaging is stupid as shit.
I was going to show my toes.
Because it is stupid as shit. These people in the comments, one, anyone saying I opened it the wrong way, you're a dumbass. Two, anyone saying, ever heard of a Ziploc bag? Shut the fuck up. That's literally, you are missing the point. I do not want to.
Their carbon footprint is ginormous.
You want me? Oh, sorry. Now I need to get an extra accessory for my bacon. And then people are like, oh, if you cut it down the middle and then you put the foot. Shut up. That's not. You guys are missing the point. Bacon packaging is wrong. It's not right.
Do you know what my least favorite comments you got outside of the ones you just referenced were the bacon quirky joke people that were like, if you were eating it right, you wouldn't have any leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. Your personality your bacon being your personality was a decade and a half ago. The memes are dead. Shut up. Now, this is what I do, Smalls.
What?
It does drive me nuts as well because I do love a good bacon in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not really a bacon person.
Oh, you got to get like the not like the original bacon. Like you got to get like the special like peppered bacon or the other flavors and whatnot. It just elevates the breakfast, and I'm a big breakfast guy. I always open it and then throw it into a big Tupperware. That's what I usually do.
That's nice. That I can get behind. People telling me to freeze it. I'm not fucking freezing bacon.
Telling you to put it in another plastic is just dense.
Have you ever heard of a zip? Shut the fuck! Literally, shut the fuck up. That is a crazy. I'm sorry, but that post, like people getting so angry. That's because you're not supposed to have leftovers. Oh, thank you, fat ass. I unfortunately do not finish my bacon for a one person making bacon, and then other people being like, "Oh, it's because you bought the cheap stuff."
Oh, no bacon has a Ziploc bag. I've looked at every bacon there is because I'm like, well, which one's the worth my bang for my buck? The person who's just like, I have the whole batch when I make breakfast. Well, your arteries are closing. No offense.
No, I mean offense by it. Your arteries are literally closing. I don't care.
You're why this country is large and in charge.
Yeah, you are the problem.
You think the snack wraps, the new ones, slap and the tenders slap. You definitely think this.
Yeah. And also I don't eat bacon like that. I don't think bacon's that good. Sorry. There you go. There's your hot take. You want to get mad at me? I don't fucking like bacon that much. And I only bought the cheap bacon because I was making a recipe and I'm a cheap fuck and I'm putting it in a dip. I don't need nice bacon.
Bacon is overrated in the sense of how much people talk about it. Like having it as a personality.
Bacon. No, you don't. You don't need bacon.
I need the whole container with my 3 eggs. Beef. You know, Smalls, I have to ask, have you had turkey bacon?
Like 3D print that? Talk about 3D print.
No, it's not bad. It looks fake, but when you crisp it, it's just like
it's
like
good.
a chip. It's like a chip, yeah.
the concept though, again, like I'm not gonna buy bacon, I'm not gonna buy turkey if it comes in that packaging. And no, I'm not
Smalls is
gonna
a big sausage link gal, confirmed.
You know what? Here's now we're doing hot takey, and then I will really shut up. I fucking don't like breakfast. I don't like breakfast foods. I don't like syrup, so I don't eat. I don't remember last time I had a pancake, a waffle. You fucking weirdos. French toast, weird. Not a fan. Unsubscribe. I'm not buying. I would much rather have.
Come on over to my profile on Twitter, guys. Come on over. I tweet out my breakfast all the time. Colby M. Betts, come on by.
Like you guys wake up every morning, you're like, let me have some sausage links and scrambled egg. Okay, like I am unsubscribing.
You got to get your protein in, Smalls. God.
What? Cottage cheese is good. I like eggs, hard-boiled eggs. I will make scrambled eggs.
Oh, Smalls has them egg
have oatmeal, not oatmeal omelets. Like I like it, but it's like people that are so upset, like breakfast for dinner.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. Smalls, I'm a big breakfast burrito guy. That is my favorite.
That's Smalls, good. That's
time out. Do you like avocado toast? Do you like avocado toast?
Sure.
All right, here's what you do. You get your sourdough, you toast it both sides, you cut a garlic clove in half and you rub it on the toasted, and then you put sun-dried tomato basil on it, or not sun-dried tomato, the pesto, excuse me, sun-dried tomato pesto. So it's the red pesto, not the green. Put that on, put the avocado on, squirt lemon juice on it, put a fried egg on it, squirt a little more lemon juice on it, lemon zest, salt, pepper, boom, cut it in half.
I'll have that tomorrow. But that I'm fine with. But like, I'm not eating like, I can't. Like, oh, pancakes on Sunday. Okay, cool. I just like, you smell like syrup. I can't.
They got you. They know you do. The chat's got you. David knows you get your McGriddle.
Ew, I don't have McGriddles ever. I would rather. I can't even name something as disgusting. I literally hate syrup. Like I hate it.
Ugh. She's not a Midwest gal, guys.
Yeah, no, literally no shit. They do like French toast casserole, egg casserole, unsubscribe. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. That's it for the day. All right, Colby, tell everyone where they can find you now that we talked about sports 11% of the time that you were on, but I hope everyone enjoyed the food takes.
Yeah, it was. We had #fun. You can find all of my plays, all of my content over on my Twitter at Colby M. Bets, and then all of my write-ups are free every single day over on Betting News. Give Betting News a follow. Give me a follow. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Stephie, for letting me on. It's been a long time. Love you as well. Let Palmer know you said hi, but check out Betting News and myself. Give us a follow. Yo.
Yes. Text you after the show. I'm sure. I hope you get to yell about some home runs later. And I'm sure we'll get you on
please.
Soon. Yeah.
That's the best part of my day, Smalls. I will say this before I leave. The people that do enjoy the home run videos that I post, just know my girlfriend hates them with a burning passion. She's the only one that hates them. She's like, people like this? The one time she was watching and I had one posted, she goes, 60 likes? And I go, yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one today.
What about never mind. We're going to not stop talking if I can start bringing up your comments.
I'll leave. All
right. See you, Colby. Everyone go follow him. Go check out those yelling videos. I believe producer Ryan's going to come on. I don't know if he has a new segment or what the deal is, but he wants to jump in here, I believe. So I'm just going to hang out. He does. Nice shirt.
Hey, thank you. I wore a nice shirt for you today. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I can match Colby's energy, but I just wanted to come on real fast and give you my new take that I have invented. Okay, so here we go. I've been in the friend zone. I've been put in the friend zone quite a bit lately. And I went to ChatGPT and asked, what are the odds of getting out of the friend zone? What would you put the odds
once you're in the friend zone?
Yeah, a guy in the friend zone with a woman. What would you say getting out of it would be?
13-1.
50-1 is what ChatGPT said. And guess who else was 50-1 the year when they were starting the playoffs, the year that they won the Super Bowl?
I can think of a couple teams if you want.
Yeah, the 2007 New York
Nice
Giants. Yeah. So, which I feel like is a perfect analogy for a man trying to get out of the friend zone.
It's like being the 2007
right? Because
Giants,
probably
except low-key, the Giants were cooler than you.
Well, think about Eli, right? Isn't Eli totally the type of guy who would get put in the friend zone? Nice guy, kind of goofy, not as cool as his brother.
That's my quarterback you're talking about. It's
No,
true.
I'm
He's
just
sweet.
I'm just calling it like it is. And he was never at that point in his career, he had more or less been a disappointment, right? He was like turnover prone.
They used to have signs that would say like, "You wish you were Peyton. We want a DNA test." Like people were fucked up to him.
Yeah, but when he got to those playoffs, he did what you need to do. Yeah, no. He did what you need to do if you're trying to get out of the friend zone. You need to be consistent.
Yeah.
Right? You need not to make big mistakes. He only threw like one interception that whole playoffs. And you just got to be a nice. Well, you can't be too nice of a guy, right? Otherwise, you just stay in the friend zone. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this analogy, but you got to be resilient. You got to be resilient, and you can't give up. He never gave up. You got to give that to Eli. He never gave up.
Never gave up.
And the other reason that it's getting out of the friend zone is like the Giants. What won that Super Bowl for them?
The helmet catch.
Well, the defense, right? Their defense was awesome. Yes. So you have to play good defense. And anytime she has a boyfriend, you got to be like, I don't know about this guy.
You just have to listen and still be there and stay strong.
You got to listen and still be there, but you got to be like, this guy seems like bad news. You need to look for a more reliable, nice guy.
Like Ryan.
And then eventually you have to throw the 30-yard pass to get the helmet catch. I just don't know what the helmet catch is. It's going to be something individual for each guy.
I think you will know in the moment. It's not something you can expect. It's amazing.
Yeah. And as David just said in the chat, funny guys have this problem. All women say they want a funny guy. Funny guys get put in the friend zone more than anybody.
I don't, we've talked about this before. I don't count as a normal female because I don't understand my breed at all. So I can see that though.
Well, there.
I can see that. Yeah. Sorry, funny guy.
There you go. Do you have any, we'll let you get out of here, but any advice to the friend zone guys out there?
Just fucking, it's fine.
I spent all this time on this comparison.
Just gotta keep it moving, buddy. Next one.
You got to keep in mind it's 50-1 odds according to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is never wrong.
So. All right, we're gonna be back Monday. I don't know what the show looks like. It's a major championship week. I'm sure we have some golf guests lined up Monday, Wednesday next week, 6 p.m. Eastern. Like, rate, review, leave a comment, subscribe, do all the things. The reviews on Spotify are big for us, so be sure to go do that. It's very helpful for us. We are out of here.
Bye.